Hello and welcome to another conversation as part of Deconfine, the International Digital Media Art Festival. I'm Proiti and I'm very pleased to announce our guests for today. We have with us Nadia Samdani, Palash Bhattacharjee and Selvam Thorez, Dr. Selvam Thorez. And I want to welcome all of you and thank you for being part of this panel today. And I also want to thank everyone who's watching today. Uh, Before we move on to the discussion, I want to introduce our guests for today. And I also want to say that as someone who comes from Kolkata, I'm especially excited because today we get to learn more about Bangladeshi art and artists and organizations. And I would like to add that my ancestral roots are in Chittagong. So, and I haven't been to Chittagong, but I'm very excited for that reason as well. So, so first, I want to introduce, of course, Dr. Thorez, who will be interviewing our guests today. He was born in India and is a French citizen, and he has worked in the cultural domain for many, many years and has held positions of note both in France and across the world. And he's also a member of the Paris Sorbonne University Research Center for Art and Archaeology in Asia, with whom he has published articles regularly on South Asian arts. We're very excited. Thank you for being here today. We also have with us Nadia Samdani, who is the co-founder and the president of the Samdani Art Foundation and director of the Dhaka Art Summit. In 2011, with her husband Rajiv Samdani, she established the Samdani Art Foundation to support the work of Bangladesh and South Asia's contemporary artists and architects. As part of this initiative, she founded the Dhaka Art Summit, which has since completed 5 successful editions under her leadership. She is a member of TATE's South Asia Acquisitions Committee, TATE's International Council, Art Dubai's Advisory Council, and so on. And she is also one of the founding members of the Harvard University Lakshmi Mittal South Asia Institute's Arts Advisory Council. Thank you so much for being here, Nadia. And of course, we have Palash Bhattacharjee, whose work special feature we are honored to feature on our exhibition. Thank you so much for being here. Palash Bhattacharjee is a Chattogram-based artist who creates photo, video installations, site-specific interventions, and performances. He is also working with sound, and his works often involve a combination of all these forms. Through his works, he explores the body's relationship with space and time, and he has exhibited his works across Bangladesh and the world, including exhibitions at Dhaka Art Summit, Bengal Shilpalay, the Fiverr Festival, the 15th Asian Art Biennale, and so on. Thank you, all of you, so much for being here with us today. And without further ado, I would request Dr. Thorez to take up the mantle and we can get started. Thank you. I'm going to remove myself from view and join the audience.
Hello everybody. I'm very happy and thank you for invitation to participate to that very nice event about and to invite a Bangladeshi branch in the Indian network. It's we are very happy, very proud to be a part of that network. Here in Chittagong Chattogram. So I'm the director of Alliance Française Chittagong, and we try to help young artists to develop themselves, to be trained also. We have some partners with partnership with institution in France. And when I reached Chittagong into 2017, I heard a lot about Samdani Foundation. So I'm very happy today to share that event with Nadia Samdani, who is a very good friend and who makes a very hard and very precious work in the domain of arts in Bangladesh and to help young artists. So thank you to Nadia. So maybe Nadia, first you can introduce yourself and explain what we do, and then also I would like to know how you met Polash and what was your first interaction with Polash about his artworks.
Uh, Thank you.
Nadia?
Thank you, Selvam, and thank you for inviting me to this platform. I'm very honored. I am a co-founder of Samdani Art Foundation. and one of the co-founders of the Dhaka Art Summit. So Samdani Art Foundation was founded in 2011, and we hosted the first Dhaka Art Summit in 2012. So far we've had fifth edition. Dhaka Art Summit is a biennial event. It happens once in 2 years. We do it in partnership with the Bangladesh government. And also Alliance Française was our partner for many editions. So thank you for the support. But so Dhaka Art Summit is actually like a non-commercial platform. It's like a big festival. It's where artists, curators, performance, installation, film screening, architecture, it's like all under one roof. And it's a 2-year researched event. We invite curators from all over the world, mostly institutional curators, to come and work with us for 2 years doing their research. And in return, they put these amazing shows, these curated shows in Dhaka Art Summit. So it's basically under one roof, you have multiple shows, and everything, it's open for the public, it's free of cost, it's open for all. We don't have any VIP hours, no division, nothing. It's absolutely 100% open for all. And we just finished our 5th edition this February, and we were lucky that we could just have the Dhaka Art Summit right before the lockdown and the COVID situation, before it got worse. So it was a great success. We had almost 500,000 visitors over 9 days, which is huge. We have a lot of international visitors. We have educational program, all kinds of things under one roof. It's become an event where it's in people's diaries. They put it down and they look forward to this event. So my introduction with Palash actually happened in 2012. We give the Samdani, we have this section called the Samdani Art Award, where we do an open call, and we invite artists from everywhere to apply. And there was a short, and it's a Samdani art, it's a artist from up till the age of 40, they can apply, and it obviously goes through a selection process. We have brilliant curators, mentoring these artists. So Palash has been in every Samdani Art Award, and he's always been shortlisted. He's a brilliant artist. I know his work very well, but I hope you're keeping, you'll keep on participating at the Samdani Art Award all the time, and something positive comes through.
Thank you. And Palash, can you introduce yourself, maybe?
Okay, thank you. I'm pleased to meet you and pleased to join the exhibition. And okay, my full name is Palash Bhattacharjee. I'm grown up in Chittagong and based on also Chittagong now. I am staying Dhaka purposely. Sometimes when I have need to exhibit my work, and then I visit Dhaka. So I am actually work in here in Chittagong. So most of my works based on the video and performance. Actually, just it's come out from the it varied on my idea, which actually after come out the idea, then I generate the different kinds of the medium. So my current practice based on the video almost. Actually, I choose the video because it helps me to generate the idea properly and accurately. Many years like the studio practice, I have no actually studio, but I'm actually happy to work with the different kinds of the medium, like the contemporary art form, performance, video, site specific. So so I got a language with that kinds of the materials. So and also I have participated some national or international some exhibition. Also, I'm proud to exhibit my work at Samdani Art Award. although I am actually participation at 2012 Samdani Dhaka Art Summit, but I did not select that moment for award. I am selected from 2014 to 2020, and every art summit from 2012 to 2020, I participated every event of Dhaka Art Summit. So that's all. I am now I am a practicing artist. That is my work.
Mm-hmm. And you were trained in Chittagong, in the Chittagong Institute of Art. We started there, your study?
Yes,
okay.
I'm passed out from Chittagong University Institution of Fine Art. During that moment when I pass out, that moment our institution was not institution, it was the Department of Fine Arts at University of Chittagong. Now it's institution of Chittagong. It placed on the city. During when I was study time, it was the university.
Yes, indeed. Yes, absolutely. Okay. And I see, Nadia, behind you, you have two tapestry of Rashid Chaudhuri, by Rashid Chaudhuri, who is the founder of Chittagong Institute of Fine Art, right? Yes, he's a great artist.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And also he founded also Dhaka Chittagong Art College, which is now Institute of Fine Arts.
Yes. And Nadia, how do you, because Nadia, you travel a lot, you know almost, I think you know all the more important place for art in the world, you know? You go every year, every time you go to the Biennale de Venise or in London or in Basel or everywhere. What is your appreciation of Bangladeshi contemporary art today, if you compare it to the international artists? What is your feeling about Bangladeshi artists in general?
So I would say that, you know, Bangladeshi artists, I mean, before we started the Dhaka Art Summit, which is almost, you know, from the foundation, it's almost 9-10 years now. So before that, we hardly saw presence of Bangladeshi art in the international world, whether it's biennales or fairs or gallery shows. It was very rare. And I think right after we started doing Dhaka Art Summit, and you know, all these, you know, Dhaka Art Summit, actually we work as a bridge to connect the international world to the Bangladeshi art scene. Because before that, you know, it's difficult for Bangladeshi artists because, you know, we don't have proper established galleries. Galleries as in, like, you know, when you see, you know, in abroad, in France or in England or in Europe, when you see galleries, galleries means not like a space or a shop where the artist sells. It's more like where the artist is being represented by the gallery. Like, so the artist's job is just to create his work, and the gallery's job is to sell it, get it written about, to push it into museums, all the things. But in Bangladesh, we don't have that. So the artists are basically, you know, working on their own, trying to sell their work on their own and getting it written about, organizing everything. So kind of like the infrastructure wasn't really there. But now in 10 years, what makes me proud is that, you know, after Dhaka Art Summit, because we have so many international visitors who come and visit the Dhaka Art Summit, whether it's from France or museums or galleries or journalists, you know, they're picking up artists, they're choosing artists. Now, Bangladeshi artists are in major museums, they are in major biennales and exhibitions, and galleries are representing. So it's not that we are ignored anymore in Bangladesh. But another thing I would say that, you know, it's a little bit complicated. What I wanted to ask actually Palash, that, you know, Palash works with new media, like he works with videos and you know, this kind of installations, whereas our education system in Bangladesh we really don't have a new media department, or we don't have a department in the art school where teaches students about video art, about sound art, or about these installations. So it's also difficult. So through the Samdani Art Award, I see that there are so many talented young artists who are mostly doing new media work, but uh, they're self-taught. They're self-taught, or some of them, yes, have gone to some residency or have traveled abroad and learned some techniques, but most of them are self-taught. So that's why I wanted to ask, I wanted to hear from Palash about this, that, because his works are mostly, and, in Dhaka Art Summit, every time he participated, it was with video installations. So, and, I think in some works, he also, I think it was in 2012 or 2014, where he kind of criticized the education system that through his work. So I think that would be an interesting kind of point to hear from a student who studied here of art.
Yes, yes. And Palash, do you think you are you learn by yourself, or how did you do to learn about video art? What was your process?
Okay, I learned it's half from the institution and half from self-taught, and half all of my friends and all of my I received from my environment. Actually, in our institutions during the study time, I did not get a chance to practice contemporary art form like a video installation and the other forms of medium. So that moment we got a chance to the theory class. We got a lots of information from the contemporary art print, but we did not get the chance to practice contemporary art. At this moment, we get another chance to join workshop, international art workshops, and also some of the art groups and organizations like Britto, Porapara Space for Artists, and Shantaran Art Space. They arrange different kinds of the contemporary art workshops, and we also saw lots of the international art exhibition in Bangladesh, like a Asian Art Biennale. We saw some foreign artist artworks, and also some local artists that moments also practice the contemporary art forms. Some like our teacher Dhali Al Mamun, and the artist from Dhaka, his name is Mahabubur Rahman and Towebegun Lipi. We that moments I was a student. I just saw their works, and I receiving the workshops method, and learn from the institution from theory class, and all of the materials helped me to do something new. And at this moment, when I think after completed the education, how to practice and how to continue my works. My major was printmaking. If I have no studio, how to continue the studio practice? Because institution has a studio, but I have no studio. But I have planned, and I'm not waiting for the studio. So that's moment I I thought I need to think alternatively, and which tools help me to practice alternative way. So that's moments I make that moments I think I thought a new way. So and I continue to practice different kinds of the medium, like ephemeral quality works, like a performance, and performance make with object, and make with some site specific works, just it's recorded, and try to took some the event of from my everyday life. It's recorded, and that's all combined them. I make it roughly and present it unusual way, and that's I make a different language from that moment, and this practice make me a new make me and that's from that moment I make me myself to create a new works.
Okay, and as I explored your website, and I saw lots of video about some situation in the street, or what is your appreciation of the what do you try to express in your work concerning the Bangladeshi life, the contemporary Bangladeshi life? How do you
Okay,
say that?
contemporary Bangladeshi life is there is uh, mixed thoughts, because there is not the concrete thoughts from my side, because there is the life is half feudal and half capitalist. There is politically it's not it's a industrial, and also half also we have also in the marginal side still there is the feudalism. So all of the culture is mixed up, and there is also a cultural diversity also. So in Chittagong, I'm the minister of cultural diversity. There is hill tracks, there is also some many religion and many indigenous community stay in the Chittagong. So the life is actually culturally they are more diversity from other cities. So and the whole Bangladesh, they have actually people are more innocent, and they also express and react their thoughts immediately. So because we are emotional, and contemporary art and contemporary life, our life is also varied on that kinds of the emotion. We have emotionally react everything. So it's sometimes it's also affected, and sometimes also it's acceptable, because we are accept everything from other world. So from my side, this is the good things from for us. We can accept every knowledge and the culture and everything, and sometimes we are emotionally react from the contemporary against the contemporary issue. So it is the dilemma. So I appreciate about the positive way which are accepted from other world.
Yes, something I appreciate a lot from you, Nadia, and from your work is, uh, as Palash underlined, you support the diversity of Bangladesh and Bangladesh artists. And I know, Nadia, you organized some workshop or some a part of the summit, Dhaka Art Summit, devoted to the, for example, people from the tribe from the south of Bangladesh, from Chakma, from Tripura tribes, and also I know you plan to work in Sylhet. You have some project in that part of the country. Can you expose us your point of view about the diversity of Bangladesh?
See, Bangladesh is a very special place, and I think it's full of talent, and it's a perfect place to find talents, because uh, it's like whenever somebody is, if there is a curator visiting or a gallerist visiting or a journalist visiting, I always say, you come to Bangladesh, it's a breath of fresh air, because the artists are different, their thought process, the way they practice their work, their thoughts are completely different, because it's related to us, right? For example, whatever Polash's work is, it's related to him, it's personal projects. So obviously it's different. So for the Dhaka Art Summit, this platform is an all inclusive platform. We look for talents. You may be from wherever, you may be from whichever part of Bangladesh, whichever gender, everything, everybody is included. For us, no matter how old you are, there's no discrimination. It's just you're decided purely on your work. And so, you know, that's why we have these amazing curators who work with us, and they travel and they do their research and bring everybody together. The project that we are doing in Sylhet, it's called Srihatta Samdani Art Center and Sculpture Park. So that will be again a destination. Like for example, you know, we do Dhaka Art Summit. It's once in 2 years. It only stays for 9 days and then it's finished. And then we get back to working to the next one. But you know, this Srihatta, this sculpture park will be there. It's going to be a permanent space because we realize that we've been working for so long, but you know, it's temporary. You know, people come and they see and they enjoy and then it's finished. So we're building this permanent space where it's about over 100 acres. So there's going to be residency space. There's going to be a sculpture park all over the land. There's going to be different pavilions, which will house some of the Samdani collections. We will have different events. We'll have different workshops because that's going to be our own space. It will give artists, we are giving artists the freedom to go and work there, to build sculpture parks. Again, this space will again be open to the public and free for all. It's going to be open all the time and it's going to be free for all. So we want it to be a destination for people to go and visit and enjoy and see artworks.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. And Palash, because that event today is part of India and Indian network of Alliance Française. Do you have connection with India, special connection? Do you go sometimes? How do you feel? Because I think your roots are maybe in Chittagong, but also in Kolkata. I don't know. Can you explain us what's your point of view about that?
Okay. I visited Kolkata and India lots of time because not sometimes visited just for tour, and some of my relatives, they are during the partition for 1947. Lots of my relatives had gone and that moment during the partition. So some of them we know them, know them, but we did not actually contact it regularly. But sometimes when we visited the Kolkata or the other parts of the India, we just called in phone or visited sometimes. So at that moments, I also exhibit. I also participation. A small performance project at Kolkata. It's a Studio 21 gallery. It's a performance, just a performance and a presentation. Only one artistic tour at this at 2013. But I'm not regular in participating any program in India still now. So, but I got a chance in these moments, these online exhibitions as a participation of Always Française do India. But I hope so, and next year maybe I will also visit for the show in India if I got a new chance. Yeah.
Okay. And I guess you are from a Hindu family.
Yes.
Because, yes.
Yes, I have grown up in Hindu family. Yes.
Yes. And is it something important for you? Because I see you have some video named Shakti, for example. Is it something that important in your work, the Hindu roots, or how do you feel that?
It's actually limited important because I am not actually much. This is actually a religious identity, but I'm also working as an artist first, a human being, and then I am a nationality as a Bangladesh Bangladeshi person, and another thoughts I'm a South Asian. So in these moments, maybe we have linked to the identity with Indian subcontinent. So I am actually I have lots of I'm enriched with all kinds of the phenomena, all kinds of the identity. I'm a South Asian, I'm an Indian subcontinent, and I'm Bangladeshi, and as a human being. So in this moment, religious identity is maybe not much important to practice for art, but somehow sometimes it's impact on my art, because sometimes the cultural production, when I make some cultural productions, when I make some object, maybe it has impact unconsciously, but not by consciously, it unconsciously impact on my words. So that's the point.
Yes, and even if you are from a Hindu background, you are also from you are mostly from Bengali background, and Bengali people are like brothers from Kolkata or from Chittagong. They are like brothers, the same family, they are siblings, and of course you share the same. I said we. I'm not
Yes.
Bengali, but I feel Bengali.
Yes. Yeah.
We share the figure, the personality of Tagore, who is maybe the most important Bengali people in the world, and Bengali people from Chittagong and Bengali people from Kolkata are uh, very close to Tagore. And Tagore he was a mystical person and very close to Muslim environment as Hindu. And I feel like Bengali people from Chittagong, even if they are Hindu or Muslim, this is not so important, I think. And there is very intrication of the two culture. The most important thing is to be Bengali.
Yes.
Nadia, do you come sometimes to Chittagong? Do you know some the artists from Chittagong and the art background of Chittagong, Nadia?
I know a few artists from Chittagong. Of course, I know Palash. Then there's Zihan Karim, who is also works with new media. Then, of course, I know the older artists like Dali Al Mamoon and Dilara Begum Joli. Yeah, I know. There's some
Do
really.
you think there is a Chittagong? Do you think there is a Chittagonian identity of artists? Is there something special compared to Dhaka artists?
I don't know if there is a particular trend or a specific identity, but I can say some of the very, very talented artists of Bangladesh have come from Chittagong.
Yes, and yes. Do you think it's part of their training or part of the social
Maybe
environment or cultural environment?
part of the school. Maybe it could be, but some of the very talented artists of Bangladesh did come from Chittagong.
Yes. Do you go? I think you travel a lot. So I guess you go sometimes to Kolkata also. And do
Sometimes.
you have connection? Yes. And how do you feel Kolkata compared to Dhaka? Because Kolkata is very famous for literature, for poetry, and of course for Tagore. But is there any also uh, something strong about contemporary art in Kolkata? Do you know?
So, for example, I mean, of course, Kolkata is a historical city, and with Shantiniketan and all of that, it's a historical city. And of course, there's lots and lots of talented artists, and whether they're writers or actors or musicians. Of course, it's full of talent, and they've gone so many places so far, and it's a proud moment for the subcontinent, that our people have gone to so many places. But I would say in Kolkata we have I'm very familiar with there's this particular art gallery which is very good, and it's called Experimenter Gallery, and they show some of I think one of the best artists of the subcontinent, very, very talented artists. And they also show one of the two Bangladeshi artists in their gallery they represent. One is Aisha Sultana. So Aisha Sultana won our Samdani Art Award in 2014. And she's been flying since then. She's done very, very well. And the other artist they represent is Naeem Mohaiman, who is right now based in New York,
Yes.
but very, very talented.
Yes, yes. And how do you feel because in Europe when we speak about contemporary artists from Eastern country, most of the time we speak about Chinese artists. They are very maybe Chinese gallery or Chinese artists are very active in the art market in the West, but we don't know so many Indian artists or subcontinent artists. Why do you think there is the fame of subcontinent artists is so weak compared to a Chinese artist or to a Korean artist in the West? Because you know the two parts of the world.
Well, like you said, maybe 10 years ago, 15 years ago, Chinese was the hottest market, right? There was Chinese artists, galleries everywhere. You go to China, like literally every corner, there's a museum because there's so much money and there's so many patrons and everybody is making museums and there's so many museums. In South Asia, we're still young, but historically we are very rich. Historically we
Yes,
are
of
very,
course.
culturally we are very rich. So right now it's no more. Now in the current situation, Chinese art is not the hottest or trendiest thing. It's South Asian. See, all the things that have happened in South Asia in the last 10 years, it's like a movement, right? Dhaka Art Summit has happened, Kochi Biennale has happened, India Art Fair. In Tate Museum, they opened their South Asia department. In Harvard University, there's a South Asia department. So all these things are happening and all happening in the last 10 years, and all this interest in South Asia because people want to come and discover. People want to
Yes.
discover and find artists. I feel that now it's the moment of South Asia, and we should not miss our bus. We have to hold on to it and go strong.
Yes, of course. And which advice you would give to subcontinent young artists to how can I say to win some part of fame in the West or even in the Far East?
I think
Which
to be
advice
original.
you could give them?
Yeah, I think main thing is
Sorry?
I think for an artist,
Yes.
what I look for in a young artist, or I would want to see young artists do, is to be original and not be afraid, basically. Sometimes I feel they have insecurities whether they should or shouldn't, or it's good or it's not good. If they feel right and they believe it, and I think they should have the confidence and actually be original, come up with original ideas, something personal, something that comes from within, and not be inspired so much by other things or other artists or other artworks. Original, basically.
And Polash, what would be your next step, or in your mind or in your idea, what would be the next step you would like to reach to go ahead in your profession as artist, I would say?
Okay, it's actually my prime goal is continue my work. It's my prime goal. I would like to continue my work. Last 12 years, 12 years, I also continuing. And also next, my next plan also continue to continue that work. And also I have planned to work with the film. I have to plan not like the mainstream film. It's like alternative film, which is actually my video also. It's like a alternative film. So I'm continue my work as like experimenting with the film and sound, with sound. My video, my works also very noiseful, very noisy. So I want to go to with the works is more expand the more better quality. So this is my plan. This is my next step, and I want to generate my idea more different medium. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So maybe we can conclude. Thank you, both of you, for participating to that event. And I would like also to thank Mr. Olivier Dintinger, who is the director of Alliance Française in Dhaka, who is a very close colleague and a very good friend. And Nadia is part of the committee of Alliance Française in Dhaka, and I know she's a friend of France, and she likes also to go to Paris. I wish you will go to France also, Palash, to visit and to see, of course, Mona Lisa and all the place of art and culture in France. Thank you for Alliance. Thank you to Alliance Française in India, to all the network for that nice event. And thank you very much, both of you and everybody.
So that was a lovely conversation to witness. And before we say goodbye, I just have a question for all three of you, which is that this festival and the way it has it is taking place, it's completely virtual. It's a complete online experience, and it might not have taken place in this way had it not been for this extraordinary situation that we are in. And this pandemic has, of course, affected each and every aspect of our lives. So I would like to ask all three of you, how has the pandemic affected your work? So Nadia, you as a curator, as a collector, as an organizer, Palash, you as an artist, and Selvam as the director of an institution like the Alliance Française. How has this pandemic forced you or inspired you to change how you work and how you create your projects and devise your plans? If you could share.
Nadia, maybe you can answer first.
Okay, thank you. Well, for me, I mean, we just finished our 5th edition of Dhaka Art Summit in February. So, and right after that, the lockdown happened. So in a way, I was also relieved that, oh my, thank God it happened after the Dhaka Art Summit, because after that, it would have been a disaster before that. But, you know, in a way, I feel that the lockdown has helped me to think, reevaluate, and to focus more, because before it was like, you know, we're always constantly traveling, always doing different things, and you know, the team is also busy. Now I feel during the pandemic, you know, we're more focused. We're trying to, you know, kind of like look back at the things we've done and what we can do better, and how can we be more productive. I feel now, because of the pandemic, I am so busy now. I don't think before I was this busy. Now it's like, you know, I have like, you know, so many Zoom calls a day, so many emails, so many meetings, so many things, staying at home. And it's so much more productive because everything starts on time. Everything, you're timed, you're scheduled. I think I feel I'm more organized, and I'm not wasting time. Like, you know, the travel time, I'm not wasting. I'm not, so a lot of that. But, you know, it's also helped me reflect a lot. But I do miss going to art fairs. I do miss meeting artists. I do miss seeing art physically. I know I get from different art events, I get all the PDFs and all these online shows, but you know, it's not the same. I don't want to see online shows. I want to see the real. So I miss that.
Yes, and Palash?
Actually, truly, I'm stuck in these pandemic situations. I did not work. I did not finish any work, but I tried to note down the idea and create some small works, but it's not complete. It's incomplete. Luckily, I participation the year in this year Samdani Art Award exhibitions, and then at near the June July, I also participation in international exhibition at Taiwan. Then I have no participation in any exhibition. This is the first exhibition in online online. So in these moments, I have got a chance. I have got a chance to stay with my parents and stay in home because before that I was traveling a lot because for my second job. So in this situation, I have been staying home last 8 months with my parents and my family members. This is a good opportunity to stay with them, and also it's encouraged my spirit also. So I have got lots of inspiration from my family. So and I produced. I hope I will finish my all works which is actually half done. I will hope so. I hope so. I will finish in next 2 months. So that's it's my pandemic situation, and I also read lots of books and saw lots of cinema. So this also encouraged my spirit. So cinema is my second choice, second medium of the art. So yes, this is my pandemic situations.
Thank you. Yes, I think to answer also, I think that situation, of course, it's hard for lots of people everywhere in the world, but also in the same times, it forced us to invent something new, and you did it with that online exhibition. And finally, we have to do some things new. We have to think about what we did before and what we can do to continue the most important things we have to do, and to abandon to leave what is not so important. For example, of course, before the pandemic, lots of people were traveling a lot, but also even to go to the class. To the French class at Alliance Française, lots of students across the city, and they spent it. They spent like 1 hour in the rickshaw or in the bus, and it makes lots of pollution. It makes lots of it makes them very tired. So I think we can win new solution to deliver, to spread the knowledge by of course by Zoom or by internet. We can focus like that. We can focus more on what we have to do, and we will have in the same times, very strangely, maybe we will have more time to focus on what will be very important for us, like as Nadia said, to go to the art fair, to have a direct contact with the art piece. So, but we will have more time to do that, and we have more time to concentrate, to take times to think, to take times to learn, to take times to improve our knowledge. So I think finally the situation is very hard for lots of people, but with time it will be something quite positive, and see the pollution in the world went down, and lots of things was better. The air was better to breathe, and so and so. So I think we have to catch the opportunity to change the life, and to find a new solution for us and for the humanity.
Thank you so much. And I think we conclude our session here today. And I would request everyone watching here to, of course, look at Palash's work and the other works that we have on www.deconfine.org. And thank you to the network, of course, and thank you to all of you for being here today. And we hope that, as Nadia said, that the world is watching South Asia right now, and this Deconfine is just a very small, humble effort to draw some attention to South Asian artists. artists and also French artists as well. And we hope that we can continue this effort, and we hope that next year we can have a physical version of this or a hybrid version of this, and we hope to have all of you there as well. Thank you once again for being part of this conversation today, and good night to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.